Hi guys, thanks for joining me. My name is Valerie. Today we're going to be making homemade pizza. It does not have to be complicated. You can actually purchase a store-bought dough and you start from there. The ingredients we're going to be using is sauce, salt, sugar, basil, and oregano, and that's going to make our sauce flavor taste better. I'm using some olive oil with a paintbrush. And then my other daughter on her side of the pizza likes pesto and Kalamata olives. We'll also need some flour, which I'll show you what will you be using that for. Shredded mozzarella, of course. A pizza pan. And then some canola spray oil, which you'll be spraying your pan with. So my pizza dough that I bought at the store, you're gonna be keeping it at room temperature for about an hour prior to making your pizza. And you wanna get a clean surface and just use some all-purpose flour. We're gonna just use that, and that's just so that the rolling pin when you're rolling doesn't get stuck to the table. So you wanna roll some of that flour on your rolling pin and then just some on your table. And so this is my store-bought pizza dough. I'm just gonna kind of get some flour on it on both sides again so that when we're rolling, it doesn't stick to the table. And now we're gonna begin rolling our pizza dough. We're gonna be making our pizza in a traditional circle shaped. Obviously you can make a rectangle or a circle, totally up to you. And of course we like to flip the sides and stretch your pizza dough using your fingers. Just stretch it a little. Go on the inside. Use those fingers to kind of stretch your dough. I'm gonna roll all of our edges. I'm gonna flip it over, roll the other side. I think the hardest part about making a pizza is getting that dough nicely stretched. The seasonings, you can pick any type of seasoning topping that you wish. So once you get your dough, all the rest becomes easy. You want to just keep stretching that dough to the size of your pan. I'm gonna roll it again. Roll the edges. Keep on rolling. And then you want to use your fingers also to stretch it out. Go in the middle of your, I don't know how to do any of those flips like you see at a pizzeria, but you do want to put both your palms inside and just basically it's like a spinning motion. You want that dough to just keep getting bigger and bigger and wider so it'll fit in your pan. I think that's about it. I'm going to do one more roll. Stretching the dough. And once you think you have the size that's going to fit your pan, you'll get your pan and you'll stretch out your dough into that circular motion. Use your fingertips. Your fingers are your best tools. Those kind of grooves is nice because that'll make the sauce and the pesto kind of in the oil drip down into your dough. And remember, when you are pouring your sauce, you always need to leave about, little bit, about less than a thumb around the edges for your crust. Just use those fingers to make that dough. All right, so let's start. I like to use a paintbrush. This is the olive oil, and I'm gonna just paint my dough. I like to paint the entire dough. Just make sure everything is painted, kind of giving that olive oil base. Now my children, one likes sauce and cheese and one likes pesto. So we're gonna be dividing it in half. For the daughter that likes sauce, I'm gonna do one side on this side. And then for my child that likes pesto, I've already poured some pesto from the container. I'm kind of gonna make, divide a line in the middle so that I know one side will be pesto. I'm leaving some room for the crust. And for the other child that likes sauce, I'm just gonna spread the sauce. Now, if you don't have the additional seasoning, you can just buy flavored pizza sauce. The sauce that I'm using today didn't have any seasoning, and that's why I'm gonna just sprinkle just a dot of salt, a little bit of basil, a little bit of oregano. And you don't have to, you can just use sauce. And I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of sugar with that sauce. So this is our half sauce, half pesto. I keep it light because my kids like a light sauce. Now for the cheese, thankfully, we can sprinkle the entire pizza with cheese. And we're gonna make sure every spot that has the sauce or the pesto is covered. We love cheese pizza. Okay, over here. So just making sure the entire pizza is covered. And then, like I said, the child who likes pesto likes olives, so I have already pre-diced Kalamata olives. This is where you'd be adding pepperoni, mushrooms, any kind of topping that you enjoy, just put on top. And so we will be baking this pizza at 375 for about 15 minutes, and we'll check up and see how it's doing. So the pizza ended up taking 18 minutes at 375. Make sure you check throughout the cooking of the pizza with your oven. This is the half cheese with sauce, half pesto with olives and cheese. And I'm going to, little trick, use a scissor, your best slicing device. I don't like to use a pizza cutter, a scissor. My mom taught me how to use a scissor. And so I'll be able to serve one child that's sauce and cheese. And then the other child is going to have pesto with Kalamata olives. And this pizza will make up to 8 slices. There you go. I hope your family enjoys making pizza. Bye.